This is the story of how I put my blood, sweat, and tears and blood into Live 2D. Most of this video is gonna be screenshots and screen recordings from my phone because my potato PC can't handle it, so bear with me. This is not a tutorial, this is just a process of how I did my model in Live 2D. If you are one of those people who likes watching other people suffer instead of yourself, this video is for you. I am suffering from Live 2D. Respect to Live 2D riggers. I am so done. I regret every single instance I've done this. Why did I decide that I could actually make one? What was I thinking? Why did I think I could actually rig a Live 2D model from nothingness? I had zero background in anything Live 2D. I didn't even know how to rig. All I did was went online and went search for tutorials. I don't know what I'm doing. But this is the process, I guess. Wash me. So we started off with this. All we see is this. But I'm so glad they inserted these folders because I am forever entitled to your kindness. At first glance, it looks very confusing, and it is very confusing. And then next thing I did was look at this thing called Texture Atlas. Atlas? Atlas? I don't know. Me struggling how to say this word is the same as me struggling how to do Live 2D. Rigging is hard. So then when first inserting the model into Live 2D, the resolution wasn't exactly where I wanted it to be. So I had to increase its sharpness by going here. Let me tell you, now in here, not a single memory or brain cell of mine has operated during this. Not even once. I was like, okay, next step, now what? How do I move around? I searched this on Google. I forgot to put Live 2D. How to move around. Yes, I know. I think I know how to move around. Maybe I need a tutorial how to move around. Once the sharpness increased, here is what I have. A ton amount of layers and a ton of organizing. That didn't last long until I hit Control A. This is what I got. Yeah, I got this. My sleep paralysis demon has come to life. It's probably after me and you next. Have fun. And then this happened. It had to do something with the texture atlas again. You know, someone out there would actually call this art. Like, legitimately, someone would actually call this art. Also, this is like the perfect scenario where someone can just say, I can fix her. Yeah, I can fix her. Totally, I can fix her. So it's been 30 minutes and I am still staring at my screen as if the work would be done if I just stared at it for a very long time. Now, it isn't Live 2D if it's not Ball-chan, is it? Look, Ball-chan. Also, you need a hat. Would you look at her? She's rotated and one-legged, just like my mental state. It took way too long to figure out how to flip back the canvas back to its original state. So then there was a lot of things I had to do. There's like X, Y, and Z angles. So this is the angle Z that I was talking about. I wish I could just wee out of that head. Next we had to work on the eyes. So the eyes, basically, it's not that hard if you just focus on one eye and then you just copy everything and paste it onto the other side. No, it was hard. I spent like 40 minutes on making an eye instead of my math homework. And so once that's left, also don't mind that the weird title. Don't mind that. I wasn't thinking. Not that rigging needs thinking, does it? And so once we worked on the eyes, the outer parts, we had to work on the eyeballs. So once we've done that, it's time for physics. Yay! My physics teacher never liked me. Nothing's rigged in yet, so that's why it's just moving really awkwardly. But I had to test a few things out and don't mind that. I'll have to fix it. That's why this preview thing is really helpful, because I don't even know what I rigged. I forget so much. I don't even remember what I ate yesterday. How could I remember what I rigged? After that, I did a few things, and so now I could move left and right, but then same problem with the eye whites, sclera, whatever. After a few moments of actually working on it and searching for tutorials, it finally worked well. Look at that. Would you look at that? Oh, also, one of my problem was that it was double clipping. So this is what double clipping looks like. So if you have like a layer that is clipped onto another layer, it's supposed to stay in that layer, right? Well, I had the iris supposed to be clipped onto the eye white, but it didn't clip onto the eye white. So the iris was just moving around instead of clipping into the eye white. Does that make sense? I'm not sure if that makes sense, but somebody out there might understand me. Is there anybody who would understand me? At least I figured out what the problem was. It was double clipping. So just be careful when you're clipping something. Make sure it's not double clipping. And this is the point where I've been staring at her for so long, I don't even know how she's supposed to look like anymore. I don't know which one's her real face. Who is this? Who am I? Who are you? And mind you, using fingers on Ibis Paint is usually considered god mode. Using a mouse on a PC while trying to rig everything is just a whole nother level. I feel like a god. I don't know how to feel. I just feel like my fingers have gained an extra muscle, like I did the gym today. After hours and infinities of struggles, here is the result. There's a lot of things I want to change, but it's too late. There's no turning back. And so this is how it looks like. How I look like, I guess. This is how I talk, and this is how I move. That's how I look up. I don't have toggles on yet, so that's why it's a bit awkward. I should have put toggles. Why didn't I put toggles on? I should have. But I think overall I like how this looks. I mean, for a first timer, it works fine. I look exactly like I could fit into somebody's basement door crack. I look like somebody just squished my entire ego in existence. But I think I'm trying to comfort myself by saying this looks fine. But hey, at least it's trash can, not trash cannot. So yeah, here you go, how I look. So yeah, this is how I look, and oh, my bad. That was the wrong group chat. And that's it, I guess. See you next time. Thanks for watching.